What if I told you that the Kansas City Chiefs are about to make a move that could change the NFL landscape? We'll be diving into the Chiefs' potential game-changing moves and 3 other exciting stories. So, if you love getting the latest updates on your favorite team, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Chiefs content. All right, let's get started with our first story. The Kansas City Chiefs' speedy receiver is being named a top trade candidate that could really shake things up in the NFL. As the Chiefs prepare to defend their Super Bowl title for the 2nd year in a row, they're eyeing a historic 3rd consecutive win. To make this happen, they've made some savvy off-season moves, especially in the wide receiver department. We all know Patrick Mahomes is incredible, but even he needs some support. General Manager Brett Veach has been hard at work upgrading the wide receiver depth chart during free agency. One of the standout moves was signing Marquise Hollywood Brown from the Arizona Cardinals. Brown has a great opportunity to follow in the footsteps of Juju Smith-Schuster, who joined the Chiefs on a 1-year deal in 2022 and later landed a multi-year contract with the New England Patriots. In addition to Brown, the Chiefs also brought in Xavier Worthy, a first-round pick from Texas known for his world-class speed. With Andy Reid designing plays to get the ball into Worthy's hands, the Chiefs' offense is looking more dynamic than ever. But with these new additions, some current wide receivers might become expendable. This is why Sky Moore has been mentioned as a potential trade candidate this season. Anthony Danner from Pro Football Network highlighted Moore as a player the Chiefs might consider trading. Since being picked in the 2nd round of the 2022 NFL Draft, Moore hasn't quite found his stride, catching just 43 passes for 494 yards and 1 touchdown. A knee injury cut his 2023 season short, and now he's facing stiff competition for a roster spot with players like Justin Watson, Mecole Hardman, and Kadarius Toney in the mix. The uncertainty surrounding Rashee Rice, who might face a suspension, could be the only thing keeping Moore with the team. However, with the addition of Hollywood Brown on a very team-friendly 1-year $5 million deal, the Chiefs have significantly bolstered their offense. Bleacher Report's Alex Kay even named Brown's contract as one of the NFL's top 6 most team-friendly deals. At 27 years old, Brown was a steal during the 2024 free agency period. He could have secured a long-term contract worth up to $15 million per season elsewhere, but he chose to join the Chiefs on a short-term deal to help chase an unprecedented 3rd consecutive Super Bowl. Alex Kay compared Brown's situation to Juju Smith-Schuster's, who had a similar career revival with the Chiefs before signing a lucrative deal with the Patriots. If all goes well, Brown could follow Smith-Schuster's path, delivering tremendous value on his 1-year contract and then securing a long-term deal with another team in 2025. The second story is about how the Chiefs might be without their top wide receiver from last season for a significant part of the year. This situation could push the team to look into free agency to add some depth. In a recent article, Christopher Knox from Bleacher Report highlighted 10 bargain free agents who could still make a significant impact. One name that stands out is veteran receiver Michael Thomas. Now, Thomas might not be the elite player he once was at 31, but he's still a solid 6'3", 212-pound veteran who can contribute. Knox mentioned that Thomas would likely need to sign a team-friendly deal, but given his past production and skill set, he's worth considering. With Rashee Rice potentially sidelined for a good portion of the season due to a looming suspension, bringing in a veteran presence like Thomas at a low cost could be exactly what the Chiefs need. Though he's had his share of injuries over the past few years, Thomas still managed to finish last season with 448 yards on 39 receptions in 10 games with the New Orleans Saints. The Chiefs are aiming for their 3rd consecutive Super Bowl, and having someone like Thomas as a WR3 could be a strategic move. Moving on to the defensive side, the Chiefs have Trent McDuffie, one of the NFL's best young defensive players, especially with L'Jarius Sneed out. But is it wise for the reigning champs to keep adding to their cornerback lineup? Joshua Williams and Jalen Watson provide a solid foundation, but there's talk about another potential addition. Lorenzo Reyna from Pro Football Network recently suggested that the Chiefs should consider signing longtime Miami Dolphins cornerback Xavier Howard. Howard, a four-time Pro Bowler and 2020 All-Pro, does come with some baggage, but Coach Andy Reid has experience working with players facing off-field distractions. After losing Snead, Howard could be a valuable addition alongside McDuffie, bolstering the Chiefs' defense. It's been a challenging off-season for Howard, who was the Dolphins' longest-tenured player until they released him in March. Since then, he's been a free agent and has faced additional controversies, including a lawsuit for allegedly sending inappropriate content to an underage person. Despite these issues, the Chiefs could provide him a fresh start and a chance to contribute to a Super Bowl-caliber team. The third story is Chris Jones has made a public plea to Coach Andy Reid and quarterback Patrick Mahomes to bring back a familiar face to the team. Jones wants to see his former teammate Frank Clark back in a Chiefs jersey. Now, you might remember Clark for his incredible performances that helped us win Super Bowls LV and LVII. He's currently a free agent after being waived by the Seahawks on December 30th, and Jones thinks he'd be a great fit for our last open roster spot. Jones took to Instagram on July 2nd, posting a picture of Clark working out in the gym and looking in great shape. He captioned it with "Chiefs, please get him back," and added his own seal of approval by saying, "Bring the slime back." Jones knows he's not the most influential voice in the Chiefs camp, so he's hoping Mahomes will back him up on this one. Clark has the third most sacks in NFL postseason history, and his presence was definitely felt during his time with the Chiefs from 2019 to 2022. He's got a strong personality and a knack for making big plays when it counts. While there are concerns about salary cap space, with the Chiefs having $13 million available, there's a chance they could make it work if Clark is willing to take a pay cut, but it's not a sure thing. The Chiefs might decide to keep that roster spot open until after training camp to address any unexpected weaknesses. Remember last season when a sudden receiver issue almost derailed the offense? The defense had to step up big time to keep the season alive, so the team could be playing it safe and waiting to see what needs arise. And in other Chiefs news, our very own Travis Kelce, along with his brother Jason Kelce, kicked off the latest episode of their New Heights podcast on July 3rd. They announced that this episode marks the end of Season 2. Jason joked, "I don't even know what seasons mean. We just do this show," adding that they're looking forward to a few months off from podcasting.